Very well, thank you. How are you?
I am greater than Accra. Your people
like that.
Goma Central are falling in love with you. What did you tell them for them to fall in love with you?
I told them that leadership is when you have the freedom to follow and the freedom to unfollow. Anything else is slavery or dictatorship. You can be a member of the NDC, you can be a member of the NPP, and the Constitution guarantees you freedom of association, and so you can decide at any point that you don't want to be a member, and you have to have the freedom to do that. And they have seen that they've been slaves for too long. Even well-fed slaves, they are just being used for people's personal interests, and so I think they've bought
independent. I mean, everybody would say Kwame Plus is NPP. So why independent?
I have always been all over the place. I've not been an active member of a party. I have always supported policies and promises by people that I trust. And so in between 2006 and 2016, I supported Nana Akufo-Addo. I didn't hold any position in the party whatsoever, but I believed in his message. When I was growing up in secondary school, I was a supporter of J.J. Rawlings. I didn't have any position in the party or anything, but I love Rawlings, which I still do. And so I've been this person who wants to be independent-minded. I deal with issues. I don't deal with everybody. I don't have the fact that I have an issue with, say, Johnny Hughes. That doesn't mean I have an issue with TV3. I'm dealing with what you're doing right now that I'm not comfortable with or I do not support. So I want to have a mind of my own. I want to think free. I want to be able to make decisions that I believe that are right. So I don't see myself being a member of everybody. My parents are Jehovah's Witness. My father is late. But I asked my mother, how come 10 million people all believe in the same thing and not a single person is walking out to believe something different? Without people thinking different, there won't be development, there won't be progress. We were sitting on horses and then people started thinking of automobile. And it has evolved into what we have today. Telecos are going to, if they are not careful, they'll collapse because Elon Musk is thinking different. It's Starlink and satellite internet, and if he develops his own phones, and now you can get internet Starlink directly on your phone, and it's satellite and it's fast. MTN and all of these people are at serious risk, and so that is how the world must be. People must think and people must evolve, and I don't see myself being a member of a party and then one person says this is our ideology and so let's go this way and everybody is going that way and nothing changes. Then we will still be living in caves.
Do you stand a chance in Goma Central?
I win.
You win?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I win.
I heard you talk about name changing the names of certain landmarks because they are not actually supposed to be those names. But because Goma Central has been beaten down for a long time, why would you make such a statement? Somebody says you are beating war drums.
And I stand by it. And the people, and I've spoken with people, people have contacted me and try to act as if they are very serious about it. I'm going to do it. Anybody who wants us to have a very civilized conversation using the law can come forward and let's find a nice way, because my people have been taken for granted for so long, and it is my divine responsibility to fight for what belongs to them. And so that notwithstanding, I'm also a very reasonable person. I believe that Ghanaians are one people. Efutu and Gomoas, we are one people. We Gomoas, we have our girlfriends in Efutu, and Efutu also have their girlfriends in Gomoa, and we are married to each other. And so we are going to be 2024 we are going to use the 2024 mindset. I'm saying that this an era where everything must be done using the law and being very civilized. I don't know how anybody will get angry if you say this land belongs to me. I say it belongs to me. I say let's go to court and find out who owns it. Let's test the law and see. By so doing, we are using a very civilized way. So I'm using your platform to send a message to everybody that there is nobody in this country who can intimidate A+. Nobody should try. Let's find a nice way, and I'll be very ready to find a nice way to go about stuff.
What are the 5 top pillars, if I ask you to tell me, that drive your campaign?
5 top pillars: education, employment, health, water and sanitation, social welfare. It's very important to me. You see, my campaign is more emotional. I got into this campaign because of the experience that I have growing up in the area. My sister, the one that comes after me, she died in the constituency. She died in Gumuasebu when we were growing up. She was only 6. I never got over it up to now. Growing up, I didn't understand why we didn't have hospitals. We didn't have water. We had to trek miles to get water home at a very tender age.
On your heads?
On our heads, yeah. My brother that comes after my sister who passed, he also passed from measles.
Sorry.
The one that I come after, that's my big brother. Okay, so I'm 2.
Okay.
My sister, then him. He died of hepatitis. My uncle's son, he died of malaria. Now, all that I'm telling you is within a period where my father had about from 1 to about 5 cars. Now this is like a grassy sikeni, you understand? We are in the village, right? We are okay.
So we big boys.
Yeah, so we were the big boys, and this is the experience that we went through growing up.
So you're imagining what would happen to the downtrodden?
Imagine what happened to the people. The sad part is that 40 years on, the same thing is happening to the people.
92.7.
So I've decided that I have to do something about it. People will say, but why don't you do it? You can do it even if you're not in parliament. That is very true. And I've done a lot. Not even whilst I'm not in parliament. And I've done a lot, not just for that constituency. I've done a lot for people who are not even in my constituency. As we speak now, we are going to embark on a glaucoma campaign, 19 communities across the country. And I'm going to spend so much money on that glaucoma thing. And these guys are not people who are going to vote for me. So I'm doing everything everywhere.
For humanity.
But I also believe that the people who have come there to run as politicians, not just there, but most of those people who have contested elections across the country are not serious people. I believe that they have taken the people for a ride. And so we have to let the people understand what leadership is. And I'm not doing this for myself. I'm doing this for myself, for you, for everybody out there. I don't want people to go and pay money to delegates to go and contest elections. I want to win this election, to send a signal to everybody that I went in as an independent candidate and I won. And tomorrow Johnny Hughes can also come in as an independent candidate, devoid of and bypass this whole delegates
bureaucratic
where you need money to pay delegates. Spend that money on giving the people water, on improving communities, and you are going to win. And what I will do after I have won, as we speak now, we are our main project is post-election. What we are going to do after we've won.
So after elections, for example, let's say A+ wins, becomes the member of parliament for the Goma Central people. Education, what is the master plan?
Even before I win the election, there are 20 people who are in the university right now that
you took them through.
That all of them have scholarship. Some had to pay 12,000 Ghana cedis for masters. There are 20 people. I can give you a list right now.
Wow.
It's not the usual politics that we do by just saying stuff. And it's not that I will give you scholarship when I win. As we speak now, there are 20 people that are in there that have scholarships. the people that I've assisted to get various scholarships that I've never met before, I don't know them. The people that I've helped to get into various services in government, employed by government that I've not met before. I don't know them. I don't want to know them. All I know is, I met somebody who said, I'm the one that you put at this place. Oh, really? I don't know them. I just want them to work. And so when I win the election, I'm not going to wait for government. I've constructed roads, virgin roads through the forest.
In Gomwa,
through the forest, from Gomwa Dahom to Gomwa German, I constructed a whole new road through the forest to the next town. And the motivation was that I had to campaign from one town to the other.
Okay.
And then we went all the way around. We had to travel for about 40 to 45 minutes to get to the next town.
Right. You went round the bush.
Round the bush.
Instead of going through it.
So when we got there, the chief said, I want to support you. But I have a request. I said, what's your request? He said, if you are able to construct a road, he said, after election, I want you to construct a road from here to the next town. And I said, but we went, it's far. And he said, no, it's just around the corner.
Right.
I said, okay, can we walk to the next town? I said, yeah, it's about, if we walk, it's about 10 minutes walk.
Okay.
I said, okay.
So you drove for 45 minutes. But you could have walked for 10 minutes.
So I said, let's walk to the next town.
That means that you could have driven for maybe 3-4 minutes.
2 minutes. So I said, let's walk. So the chief and the unit committee, assemblyman joined me, and then we walked through the forest to the next town. When I got there, I told her that I will not wait to be voted into power. This one is a personal project that I want to do. How long have you been living here? They said they've been living there for 329 years.
Wow.
I said, you have not been able to drive. There's not been a motorable road from here to here in the past 329 years. I want to leave my name here. This has nothing to do with the election. Whether I win the election or not, people will come and know that there's a man who came here to contest for election and connected these two towns. And what struck me when I was walking through the bush was the cocoa farms,
right,
the palm plantations, the coconut plantations. I said, how do you get these farm produce to the market? You have to carry it. You have to get, if you get tractors to go in there. I said, I'll put a road in here. As we speak, the road has been done. You have to see the kind of bridges that I have built on that road. The bridges that I built on that road are bigger than most of the bridges you see in our areas. The bridges that I've put 2 bridges on that road because there are huge streams crossing that place. I've put bridges up there. What is left is for us to do the filling.
Okay.
But for the fact that the operator, the guy who has the equipment, has issues with some of his equipment, this week we're going to do the filling, and cars we're going to travel there.
Has the local assembly seen that you're doing this?
Yes, they don't like it.
They don't like it?
Yes.
That you're doing that?
Yes, they don't like it.
Why?
Because they have to, it's a contract that government must give to somebody to make money. That is Ghana.
What's the name of the assembly? I'm interested. I'm interested in
Central.
I'm interested in some of these
things. Yes, Gomwa Central. They have not told me they don't like it, but I know that they don't like it.
Right.
You see?
By their posture.
You see, when I see people going about doing cleanup exercises, I just look at them, I say to myself, the assembly here hates you. You don't know. Because when I was coming today, one of the best, and I'm saying this, one of the best assemblies that I know in Ghana, in Greater Accra, is Ayawaso West Wogon,
right?
Tema West Municipal Assembly, Committee 18, 19, 20, right. They are doing their very best. The day that I saw that they had planted trees from Shalom Spots to Sakumono on the run.
Right.
Where the on the run used to be.
Just before the Spintex Road begins.
Yes.
Right.
They have planted trees. Look, it takes a lot for human beings to sleep and wake up and say, let's plant trees. Let's think about beautifying. And as part of your plan, you add trees. It means that you think differently. Let's plant flowers.
Right.
People don't. You have to be enlightened. You have to be. You have to have a certain mindset to think like that. So when I saw that they had planted trees, I saw no. Anybody who is the MC here is a smart person. Today when I was coming here, I saw that they were clearing weeds under the trees, and I just said to myself that that's a contract. That's plenty money.
Right.
Even though they're doing, I'm happy that it's being done.
Right.